Yeah, can confirm he looks like a running back in person. Recently saw him at fall camp. Joining us now is Clemson's starting running back, Adam Randall. You hear Dabo Swinney's version of those events, him coming to you and proposing the idea to move from wide receiver to running back. I want your perspective and what you felt and thought in that conversation with your head coach.
Yeah, so it was definitely a whirlwind of 12 hours. Just having the opportunity to play in the ACC championship game and be able to pull it out, it was really special. And just being at Clemson University, it's definitely been my dream. When Coach Swinney came to me with that opportunity, and I just have an opportunity to stay here, it just was really something that I really had to think about for about a day. And when I really sat to myself and gathered my thoughts and thought about it, Coach Swinney was right. Running back is a really good position for me, and it's one of the best things that I'm able to do is run with the football, like he said. And I just think my skills at receiver is just going to be able to enhance my game at running back.
Hey, Adam, this is Coach Clausen. I've always found the biggest beneficiary of having a returning quarterback and a great receiver room is it really allows for some running lanes with the running back because of all the attention they have to give to the outside receivers. You've got to be fired up about some of the surfaces you're going to be able to attack this year.
Yeah, I am. And, just being in camp is really a lot for our defense to, have to keep in front of them, with guys like Wesco, Antonio, and TJ on the outside. It's a lot. And, with the like you said, with those fronts and those different defenses that they have to run to stop those guys, it opens up a lot of running lanes for our backs. And, just being able to go out there and compete with those guys is really a blessing, just having veterans and guys that have done it on the outside now. And, it's going to be a lot for a lot of defenses that have to control.
Adam.
So I'm really thankful to be able to play with those type of guys. And, I'm just want to be able to be a guy that can run the ball downhill when we need it.
Adam, for people who don't know your history of playing running back, outside of the Texas game in the college football playoff last year and the bit that you had in the ACC championship game, what is your history in the backfield?
Not a lot since high school. And I did play Wildcat in high school, had some good runs in high school playing Wildcat. But, the difference is having to take a handoff now from a quarterback. And, just I think this spring and this camp, that's what I've really been working on, taking handoffs and, running in between the tackles now is definitely different than out there playing receiver. And I think that I'm getting a hang of it really well now and, just wanting to make the most of every opportunity when I get the ball. And also knowing that when it's 31, you got to go get it and, not making the right decisions at the right times.
Adam, in my experience, the biggest adjustment making the move that you have is the pass pro. How fired up do you get right now when you have a good blitz pickup? I mean, isn't that as rewarding as doing anything?
Yeah, it is. And it's really, really rewarding. I take a lot of pride in it. And, ever since day one, that's the biggest thing that Coach Swinney said that I'm going to have to, the learning curve. And I think that having Coach Luke and Coach Spiller, kind of take me under their wing and, show me every day where I can improve and on those things has definitely been encouraging to me. And now knowing and identifying each and every person who I need to pick up is really the biggest thing. And we know the guy that you have, it comes down to effort and technique at that point.
You just mentioned the name I was going to bring up, and that's your running backs coach and C.J. Spiller, one of the best to ever do it with a paw on his helmet at the running back position. What has he meant to you in this transition, and the biggest thing that he's harped to you that sticks with you when you're out there on the field now?
Coach Spiller has been great. Just being able to learn from a Clemson legend is really great. And, I love Coach Grisham and, just being able to learn from both of those guys that have played at Clemson it's really been a great blessing for me since I've been here the last 4 years. And Coach Spiller, when he goes out there, he just tells me to make my decision and make it at full speed. And I mean, that's what a lot of coaches tell me. And I think usually getting the hang of it, it takes a lot during the process. But once you get it down, I think that's where I'm going to continue to improve throughout the season. Sometimes you might make the wrong cut or hit the wrong hole, but he says if you make it at full speed, most of the time you're right.
Speaking of decisions, so exciting to watch your choice moving from wide receiver to running back this season, the starting running back for the Clemson Tigers per Dabo Swinney. Adam, thank you so much. Good luck this upcoming week against LSU.
Thank you, guys.